Hey y'all, and welcome to Waking House Yoga with Jane. I'm really glad to have you in this space on this sacred weekend. So I don't know how you're feeling. I hope it's better than me. But I just want to be honest and share with you that it's been a tough week. And coming into this practice, I'm bringing a lot of emotional content. I'm reminded of one of my teachers, Martia Rockman, who came in one day and told us, my job as your yoga teacher is just to come in and unzip and really let the spirit do everything else. So I'm unzipping myself on this day, in this particular moment, to share the practice that has come to me in my own darkness, the darkness that we remember that Jesus was in on the Saturday before his resurrection. And so that's the energy that we take in to our bodies and onto our mats as we approach this practice. So I just invite you into that. I encourage you not to resist it. And together we can just see what comes of it. Okay, so welcome. 2 quick logistical notes before we dive in. The first one is that I will not be mirroring you in this practice. So if you've practiced with me before, I generally move in the same direction as you. If you move left, I'm actually moving right. But for the purpose of the flow of this particular practice, I won't be doing that. So I want to give you a heads up and also apologize in advance should I mix up right and left a couple of times, just given that I'm used to mirroring and intentionally won't be for this practice. Also, you may find that orienting your mat and your screen so that you're practicing horizontally on your mat will probably benefit you the most. So, let's begin. We'll begin practice lying supine on your mat. So just find your way onto your back. In Sanskrit, this is called Shavasana or corpse pose. And I think it's the appropriate place to begin as we share in this practice on Holy Saturday. I realize you may be engaging this practice at a different time, and it's still a relevant concept. But if you are practicing on the day before the resurrection, then that may give meaning to opening your practice in this shape. So just allow your bones to become heavy. Release the muscles of your face, softening in the bowl of your pelvis and the backs of your shoulders. Just come into contact with your breath. Be aware of yourself completely at rest in this shape. And then see if you can be fully with the experience of lying in what we call corpse pose. Choosing this small death in which you lay here presently, doing absolutely nothing but being. As we move through our practice today, we will be embodying this universal pattern of contraction and expansion, of darkness and of light. This is the shape of the tomb of darkness, contraction of moving inward. This is the action before the expansion of Sunday morning. Take 2 or 3 more long, deep breaths. Slowly, and as you feel ready, roll onto your right side into a fetal position. This will mean as you roll over, drawing your right arm up and under your head to support you. Letting yourself settle into the comfort, into the nurturing of this shape. Starting to enhance the connection that you have with your breath as you wake up just a little bit out of corpse pose. And as you come in to what we're calling fetal position, the shape that you take before birth. And breathe here, considering the darkness of the womb and how it's so similar, how it's nearly identical to the darkness of a tomb. Just letting yourself be in that experience. To be fully there with all of your awareness. From here, we'll lift up onto the forearm of our right arm. So you'll start to press yourself up so that you can rest onto the forearm of your right arm, just allowing the rib cage to hang. And so from this shape, just allow your left leg, your top leg, to lift off of your right leg and start to lengthen toward the ceiling. We'll inhale here with your leg extended. And then as you exhale, bend your knee and press the sole of your foot away from your body. As you inhale, lift the foot back up. And exhale, bend the knee, press the sole of the foot out. A gentle awakening for the joint of the hip. This practice is what arose for me as I got onto my own mat today. So I can't explain it. All I can do is share it in my own experience. Okay, so that's what we're doing now. And then the next time that you extend your leg toward the ceiling, catch your foot and just gently draw the knee in toward your nose. Starting to open the hamstring of your left leg. Just gently drawing it in. One more breath, and with your exhale, lower the sole of your foot in front of you so that you're crossing over your right leg. You might straighten that out a little bit more or not. And then you could stay here with your left fingertips on your mat, or you might choose to sweep this arm up and then to tuck it behind you and under your ribs, placing the left palm on your mat under your rib cage. Okay? Just gazing up at the sky. I've lifted out of my right shoulder. So I'm not sinking into that at this point. I've lifted out, it's engaged, and I'm strong in my shoulder. I'm just coming back to my breath. Noticing where I feel in my body and trying to be with that sensation. From this shape, press your body up. So if you're twisted, unwind, and then press up. And as you come up, outstretch both legs so that you're in a wide leg straddle. So we'll arrive here in our wide leg straddle, shifting off the flesh of our sitting bones. Taking a big inhale, big exhale, and then walking the hands over to the left side of your mat as you turn your torso in that direction. Finding a gentle twist here, just briefly, and then the next time that you inhale, sweep both arms up, overhead, and as you exhale, turn toward your right, lower your hands down, and gently twist as you bend toward the earth. With your inhale, center, exhale, bow to the other side, move toward the earth, inhale, rise up, and exhale, bow right. Inhale to center and exhale to bow. One more time as you rise up to center and bow over to your right. Rise up, come to center, place your fingertips on your mat in front of you, wider than shoulder width. Feet are flexed. Inhale to lift the crown of the head to the sky. Exhale, bow the body forward. Your face moves toward the earth. Inhale, round the spine, back to center, crown of the head to the sky. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow. One more time. Let your inhale draw you to center. Now gently tuck your right foot in toward your perineum. Left leg remains long. With your inhale, reach both hands up to the sky. Turn your torso over your left leg as you exhale, bow. Inhale, rise up. Similar movement as you turn your body to the right now. Lower your hands, bow. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bow over your left leg. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow to the right. Inhale, lift up, bow over your left leg, and then this time, as you inhale, sweep the arms but plant the right hand behind you and lift your hips. Left arm extends up and overhead. Exhale to lower down. Take both hands back over the left leg, and then inhale, rise up. Plant the right palm. Lift the hips to the sky. Reach behind you. Exhale, bow over your left leg. Last time, inhale and rise up. Exhale and bow. As you inhale, draw your left leg in now so the soles of your feet meet. Shift off the flesh of your sitting bones. Butterfly. As you inhale, draw the hands up to your knees. Open the chest. Exhale, round the spine. Lower your hands to your ankles and rock back. And then inhale, rise up, hold your knees, open your heart. Exhale, hold the ankles, rock back, round your spine. Yeah. Inhale to lift and open. This is expansion. Exhale, draw in, contract. One more time, each shape, imagine your expansion. And as you exhale, imagine your inward gazing. Yeah, inhale, rise up, rise up. Now extend your right leg out toward the corner of your mat. Left heel in towards your perineum. With your inhale, reach both hands to the sky. As you exhale, bow over your right leg. And then inhale to center, exhale. Palms to the earth on the other side, bow. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bow over your right leg. Yeah, inhale, center. Exhale, left side. Inhale, center. Exhale to bow over the right leg. This time as you inhale to center, Plant the left arm behind you. Lift the hips and extend your right arm up and overhead. Exhale, carries you down and back over your right leg. Inhale, lifts you up, expanding, hips to the sky. Exhale, lower down, contract. Inhale, expand. With your exhale, lower down. Yeah, now we'll actually bow over onto our left forearm now. And we'll start to draw this right leg in. You may extend your left leg out and start to reach the sole of your right foot to the sky. So we're coming in to this shape on the other side of our body now from where we started. Okay, you may use your right hand to sort of anchor you. Inhale here. As you exhale, bend your knee. Press the sole of your foot to the end of your mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend and press. Always moving with the rhythm of your own breath. Okay, I offer a suggestion here. And then you find the pace that works best for you as we flow with the rhythm of our inhales and exhales. Last time, inhale to reach the sole of your foot to the sky. With your exhale, lower the sole of your foot in front of you. Adjust it as you need to lift out of the socket of your shoulder. Inhale your right arm to the sky. Option to stay here or to tuck the palm of your hand under you and plant it below your ribs. Send your gaze up to the sky. Continue to breathe deeply as you sit with the intensity that you might be feeling in multiple places of your body. Can you just be with it, imagining, I can't help but imagine the experience of Jesus in the garden, asking if the cup could be taken from him. Here we are, leaning in. And then we'll release. Okay, slowly unwind. Uncrisscross your right foot and rotate your body so that you're on your hips, fingertips facing your sacrum, and plant the soles of both feet flat on your mat in front of you. With your inhale, open the heart. Option to lift the hips to the sky for reverse table. And then with your exhale, lower down. Inhale, root through the soles of your feet and your palms rise. And exhale, lower down. This is our contraction. With your inhale, expand. Exhale, lower your sitting bones to the earth. Walk your heels in, cross your legs, roll over onto your hands and your knees. Adjust so that you're in the center of your mat. And you may find a few moments of organic movement here. Okay, just notice if there's a way that your body wants to move for 2 or 3 breaths. And give that to yourself. And then find your way to your neutral table. With your inhale, reach your right arm to the sky as you twist open. With your exhale, thread your right arm across your body and lower your shoulder down to the earth, your right shoulder and your head, but don't stay here. With your inhale, rise up again, twist open. As you exhale, thread your arm across your body, lower down. Inhale, rise up, twist, open, and exhale, thread. This time, lowering your shoulder, lowering your head, and stay here. You might rise onto the fingertips of your left hand. There's the option to stay here, but I'd encourage you to at least extend the left leg behind you. And then from here, you might lift the left leg off of your mat. The foot remains flexed. Hugging your energy in towards center as you maintain this balance. And just being with yourself where you are. Right? Letting yourself be here. And then we'll slowly unwind so that we plant both palms firmly on our mat. And as we do so, the left leg stays extended behind us. Inhale, and then as you exhale, tuck the knee in toward your knee. Inhale, extend the leg out. Exhale, tuck in. Inhale, expand. With your exhale, contract. Last time. This time as you contract, step the sole of your left foot to the outside of your left hand as you approach lizard. You might adjust your back knee 2 or 3 inches further back. Inhale to reach the left arm to the sky, and then to create large circles with this arm. They really might be ovals as you try to keep the shoulder in its socket. Okay, so there's a natural range of motion here. See if you can find that and stay within it. Yeah, and you may rock backwards and forwards a little bit. Next time that your hand moves toward the earth, lower it back down to the inside of your front foot and begin to circle your hips. Circles in my practice always bring me back to the image of the Trinity and to the outpouring and inpouring of the 3 Godheads. You can imagine 3 points of a triangle and water just funneling from one to the other, to the other. And I see that circle every time that I make a circle with my body. So come to stillness. With your inhale, press the body forward as you bend a little bit deeper into your knee. And then as you exhale, shift the body back, moving diagonally with the plane that's made between your front foot and your back knee. So you're extending your front leg as you press the hips back. And then as you inhale, press the body forward, moving along that diagonal line between the left heel and the right knee, okay? Keeping everything, all the joints in place, all the joints in their sockets. You might couple this with your breath or maybe not. Yeah. Okay, press back one more time. And then as you lean in, walk the front foot back inside of your left hand and all the way over to your right hand as you lower the calf onto your mat for pigeon pose. You may need to adjust the knee one more time, always maintaining the curling under of your toes. Again, this maintains the femur in its socket. It's another theme tonight. From here, lift onto your fingertips, inhale to lift your heart and gaze, and as you exhale, bow to the earth. Inhale, rise up, expand the space of your heart. Exhale, bow and contract in. One more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, bow to the earth. Lower all the way down into your expression of pigeon, whatever that is. You may adjust slightly as you just rotate the right hip a little bit closer to the earth so there's a straight line between your right hip and your left hip so that they're on the same plane. Go back to the sensation of your breath, and then as we lean into the intensity of this shape, we consider this universal pattern that's revealed on the cross. My teachers call this the mystery of the cross. What God came to reveal, the ultimate victory of love, and the pattern which always requires suffering before resurrection. One of my teachers says that this will be the first question he asks God. Why? We don't know the answer to that. But in God's grace, we understand the pattern. And we have the choice in our practice and in every expression of our lives to lean deeper in to that pattern, to become part of it, and to not resist it. And we find that in the non-resisting, there is the gift of resurrection. Breathe that in. And then slowly begin to rise up. Planting the palms in front of you, lift your back knee as you rise all the way into your downward facing dog, and you may reach this left leg to the sky just to unhinge the intensity of that shape. Lower it back down to your downward facing dog. Lift your hips to the sky. As you inhale, lower down, drop the belly, lift the gaze. And as you exhale, lift your hips to the sky. 2 more times. If you're watching me, I'm going to swing around to the other side, but you continue with your flow. Inhale, lift the gaze, drop the belly. And exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. 1 more time. And we'll end in table. So lower down to your neutral table. With your inhale, extend the left arm now. Reach your left arm to the sky. As you exhale, thread the left arm through across your body and lower down. Inhale, unthread, reach to the sky. Exhale, they call this thread the needle. Lower onto the head and the shoulder. Next time you inhale, rise up. With this exhale, lower down and come to stillness. On your shoulder, rolling back onto the back of your head as much as it feels good in your body. Lift onto the right fingertips. And then there's the option to stay here, but I encourage you to at least extend the right leg behind you. Maybe disconnecting it from the earth as you lift it up. Stay with your breath. If you're having trouble balancing, find a focal point to ground you. Flatten your right palm against the earth as you start to rise up. Both palms meet the earth. Leg remains long behind you. Inhale. And then as you exhale, tuck your knee toward your nose. Inhale, extend, expand. Exhale, tuck and contract. Inhale to expand 1 more time. And then as you exhale, plant the right foot beside your right hand on the outside of your right hand. Adjust your back knee 2 or 3 inches back. Find your lizard pose. And then the next time that you inhale, reach the left arm to the sky and begin to make large circles. Follow your hand with your gaze. Consider the circular flow of God as reflected in all of the spheres of the universe, right? Next time your hand moves toward the earth, lower it down to the inside of your front foot and begin to circle the hips. The very building block of our entire world of matter is a circle. The atom and all of its parts, to the planets, and their moons and their suns. And although we can see no end to it, we might even assume that the very shape of this galaxy of others, of all things, is a circle. And then come to stillness. And we'll walk the front foot now across your mat, and then lower the calf down as you approach your pigeon. Adjust your back knee as you need to. Rise onto your fingertips. Inhale to lift the heart and to lift the gaze, and then as you exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, bow to the earth. Inhale, expand the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale to the earth. One more time to inhale and rise up. And then exhale to lower down. Just lowering however it honors your body tonight. Maybe adjusting the hips once again, aligning them on the same horizontal plane. Sending your awareness to the sensation of air in and out of your nostrils. Maybe returning your reflections back to the pattern of expansion and contraction in which we exist every day of our lives. From the waking up with the light to the small death we share every night as we sleep. Letting ourselves trust the possibilities of this process. To consider that it is good, and to believe that it is only our choosing of death that we may rise again. We don't know what that means in an ultimate sense, but in each of our experiences of life, we can see the ways in which we've surrendered and found fruit through it. That's the invitation of the cross for us. And slowly rise up. Plant the palms. Lift the back knee so that you can rise into your downward facing dog, maybe lifting your right leg to unhinge, lowering to down dog. Inhale and down dog, and then the option to roll the body forward to plank pose as you exhale. Inhale, lift the hips, down dog. And exhale, roll to plank. Inhale, down dog. And wherever you're at, roll to plank pose, and as you exhale, lower all the way to the earth. Uncurl your toes, let your forehead meet the mat. Extend your left arm out to a T. Listen closely, as closely as you can. Your left arm is out to a T. Rise on to the tips of your fingers on your right hand. And then from here, we'll rotate the lower body so that the right hip stacks on top of the left hip. The right leg stacks on top of the left leg. There's the option to stay here or to bend the right knee and to plant the sole of the right foot behind the left leg. This will just take you a little bit deeper. Your head's contacting the ground. And your right knee may just roll back somewhat to continue a deeper opening through the front of your right hip. Just notice what feels good in your body. Always giving yourself what it is that you feel that you need. In every shape we take, letting yourself be fully present with the experience of your body. This is the purpose and practice of yoga. To be here, now, in the experience of your bones. And slowly unwind as you roll back onto your belly and draw your right arm in. Now we'll draw your left arm in. As you draw your left arm in, and then extend your right arm out. As you feel ready, rolling to the other side to find this shape on the other side. Again, the option to stack the legs or to plant the sole of your left foot behind your right leg now. Descending your breath into the space of most sensation. Take 2 more long, deep breaths. And the next time that you exhale, roll back to your belly. Draw your palms under your shoulders. Plant your forehead against the earth. Lower your forearms to the earth as well. So you are meeting your mat and most surfaces of the front of your body. Holding just for another breath or two this shape of complete and utter surrender. Embodying the practice of death. Next time that you inhale, lift your gaze, lift your heart. Might be low cobra, maybe all the way to upward facing dog. And then as you exhale, lower back, forehead meets the earth. Inhale, rise up, expand open, lifting toward the light. And then as you exhale, contract in to the darkness of your closed eyes. One more time, inhale to rise. With your exhale, bend your knees, press the sitting bones back. You might walk your knees up actually about halfway up to the middle of your mat and then lower down into your child's pose. Option to layer the hands on top of each other at the nape of your neck. Draw inward in this space, this shape of devotion, of contraction, this womb-like posture in which we choose to be here with our inner landscape. Let yourself breathe deeply into that dark space, into that trustworthy darkness. From this depth, we will begin to approach the climax of our practice today in a shape of great opening, great expanded expression. And so If your palms are folded, lower them back toward the mat. Start to press yourself up. Lift your sitting bones off of your heels. Curl your toes under. Come up onto your knees and your toes. Your knees and your toes. So we'll be approaching camel. To begin that approach, just draw your hands back to your sacrum. Fingertips facing toward your heels. And just press back gently. Okay, just starting to awaken the body to the possibility of this posture. Rise up, lower your left hand onto your left heel. Okay, let yourself lean back, and then inhale to reach the right arm up and overhead, sweeping it in front of you and then overhead. Now, this is an inhale, so then as you exhale, rise up, and then inhale to lower the right hand to the right heel, and now sweep the left arm up and overhead. Exhale, rise up. Inhale, other side. Exhale, rise. Inhale, other side. One more time each side. Rise up to center. A couple of options here. You might take the deepest expression, in which you lower one hand back to one heel and then the other. Open the space of your heart, expand. If this is too intense, if this does not feel safe in your body, then I'd encourage you to just place the heels of your hands once again in the area of your sacrum, and just to gently, as you press into your sacrum, to lift the gaze, open the heart, and just find your edge. Okay, if you're in your deepest expression, stay here until it is not sustainable. Some teachers do not teach that you can lower your head behind you and release the tension from your head and neck. I'm okay with this if you're okay with this in your body. Glutes are engaged, knees energetically move toward each other. When you need to come out, come out. We'll take 2 more breaths. And slowly find your way out. Slowly and safely release one hand and then the other. Bow over, plant your hands in front of you, and then curl the spine ever so slowly. Move in to the rounding of your spine. Press your sitting bones back towards your heels. Inhale to rock the body forward, but maintain the arching of your back. Into half plank, just gently rocking forward and backward with the arch of your back. Okay, it was intense. It was intense. The same way that we could say that resurrection is intense, right? None of this work. Y'all, just come down to your mats for a second. Come down to child's pose. Layer the palms at the nape of your neck. None of this work is soft. God may grant you soft moments of mercy. But the work of living, it requires courage to face the darkness. And it's intense, and even in the brightness of the light, that also is intense, right? I think of one of my favorite songs. I think it's a John Prine song, Rest in Peace, Brother. And he says, this living's a hard way to go. This living's a hard way to go, folks. But it's harder, I think, not to really live it.
And so we embody this journey from the depth of the darkness to the blazing power of the light. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Our next destination is meditation. So as you feel ready, just slowly arise from this shape of contraction into a comfortable seat.
Before we descend into the silence together, we will practice a few rounds of alternate nostril breathing to clear out anything left, emotionally or otherwise, in the space of our mind. So I'd invite you with your right hand to place your first two fingers just above the bridge of your nose. We'll be using our thumb and the ring finger of your right hand to cover one nostril at a time as we practice breathing in one side and out the other side. Let's begin in practice here with your right thumb over your right nostril. So we're covering the right nostril with your thumb. Okay. Breathe in the left nostril and then cover the left nostril up and breathe out your right nostril. Now breathe in your right nostril, cover it up, and breathe out your left nostril. Breathe in left and cover. Breathe out right. Breathe in right, cover, breathe out left. Breathe in left, breathe out right. Breathe in right, breathe out left. You've got the idea. Continue for a few more rounds at your own pace. Because this practice requires all of our attention, it is an excellent practice for creating an intense and acute clarity in the mental space. Okay, continue. Okay, complete this equally on each side. And then just allow your right hand to return onto your right leg, finding a comfortable place for the palms. As you're ready, closing the shades of your eyes, lengthening through the crown of your head. And in this clear and open expanse of your awareness, let yourself rest in the silence for 10 rounds of breath. As we approach the end of those 10 rounds, I will gently draw you out. to meet your heart center. Your thumbs pressed against your sternum. Your bones against your bones. Sisters and brothers, thank you for the remembrance of this practice, for the embodiment of our one journey that we all take together, for this universal pattern of the cross that unites us and our experience and offers us a map for the movement of God through our lives. I urge you, lean in to your darkness and welcome the gift of resurrection as it comes. Amen, friends, and namaste.